what would it take to get Donald Trump to show up at a debate at this point?
You know, I got to tell you, I mean, Trump is scared. He's scared to death that someone is going to call him on his record for not getting stuff done. He's scared to death that these Republicans know his record better than even he does. He's almost trying to convince his base voters that he wasn't already president, right? Like he wasn't already part of the establishment. And when it comes to conservatives like myself, we want fiscal discipline. He was a disaster. We want the border secured. It was never secured. If it was, we would probably have the crisis that we have even today. We want the swamp drained. It wasn't drained at all, actually, under him. He couldn't even work with Republicans, and so he sure as heck isn't going to get anything done with Democrats. And most importantly, he can't win in November. So, you know, he doesn't want to be called to the carpet on all this stuff. What will it take? You know, I think when, you know, as the polls get closer, and they will, as the field keeps winnowing down, which it already has started, he's going to have to start really facing the music. He's going to do everything he can to avoid having to talk about him and himself, his record in the future. But that's what this is about. This is about a party coming together, a country coming together, kind of healing where we are today and moving forward in a really positive way and getting past the Biden agenda, which as a conservative Republican, we all want to see.
I mean, you're saying that the polls are going to tighten, but they really haven't. I mean, the candidates at the bottom of this race have been trading votes. Trump has been staying where he is in the mid-40s. So aren't you running out of time to make a decision, perhaps even before Thanksgiving when things might really get locked in?
Oh, no. Things don't get locked in till January or February, really. I mean, think of it this way. Trump has to win New Hampshire and Iowa. If Trump doesn't win one of those states, he's toast. I mean, the political momentum will absolutely crush him.
It's looking right now like he is a shoo-in for both of those states.
But again, most of the voters don't decide. Don't get caught in that national media trap, really. Most of the voters don't decide who they're going to vote for till after Thanksgiving. That's just the nature of the beast. In the third debate in November, we may only have 4 people on that debate stage. So the field is naturally winnowing down. That's the most winnowed field we've had in over 20 years. So naturally, things are getting tighter and tighter. It's really going to come down to, I think, 2 or 3 candidates when you hit Iowa and New Hampshire. And if you can get to a one-on-one race before Super Tuesday, that's the real race. If Trump runs the table on Super Tuesday, you're absolutely right. He's got it. But that's really the deciding day. And if you get to one-on-one, as you said, if he's in the mid-40s, well, that tells me the other candidate's going to be in the mid-50s, and Trump's going to be in trouble.
All right. So, Governor, I want to play for you what happened today at a campaign stop for former President Trump in Houston. He saluted the flag to an altered version of the national anthem. Listen.
Well, thank you very much. And you know what that was? That was, I call them the J6 hostages, not prisoners. I call them the hostages, what's happened. And it's a shame. And, you know, they did that and they asked me whether or not I would partake and do the beautiful words. And I said, yes, I would. And you saw the spirit. The spirit was incredible.
The version that he saluted was sung by January 6th inmates. What do you make of that?
Well, look, I obviously I have no problem with the national anthem or who sings it, but let's cut to the chase. Donald Trump's a few fries short of a Happy Meal. We all know that, so it should surprise anybody when he says or does something stupid. So he's going to do anything he can to kind of talk about the past, try to relitigate the past, fire his ultra base up, that ultra base of about 32% that probably isn't going to move from him. Really remind them why he's going to stick with them and why they need to stick with him. If you look at the polls, though, remember, a third of his voters said they would consider somebody else. So deep down, I mean, he knows that he could be in trouble if this gets down to a one-on-one race. So his only path here is to keep riling up his base with stunts like that.
Governor Sununu, real quick before you go, I have to ask you,